Holly Jonas is reaching a breaking point, and this time Tate Black may be the one who feels the full force of her pain. In these Days of Our Lives spoilers for Tuesday, May 12, Salem is not giving anyone much room to breathe. Emotions are raw, pressure is building, and for Holly, the situation with Sophia Choi is turning into something she cannot simply explain away or escape from. The central tension begins with Amy Choi. Sophia's mother corners Holly again, and this moment carries a heavy emotional charge. Amy is grieving, angry, and looking for someone to blame. Holly tries to offer sympathy, but Amy does not seem ready to accept it. She refuses to believe Holly is being genuine. That is what makes this scene so painful. Holly may be trying to show compassion, but Amy's anger blocks the door. To Amy, Holly is not just another teen caught in the fallout. She is connected to Sophia's pain, and because of that, Amy lashes out. This is where the emotional danger grows. Holly is already under pressure, but Amy's threat about going after her for cyberbullying makes everything feel more serious. It is not just an argument anymore, it is a warning. It is a possible consequence hanging over Holly's head. And when Holly cannot push that fear back down, Tate becomes the person standing closest to the explosion. Tate wants to support her. He wants to be there as her boyfriend. But Days spoilers say Holly will lose her temper with him. And that makes emotional sense based on what she is facing. Sometimes the person trying to help becomes the easiest person to lash out at. Not because they deserve it, but because they are safe enough to hear the pain. That does not make it fair to Tate, but it does show how overwhelmed Holly has become. For Holly, this is not only about Amy's words, it is about guilt, fear, and the feeling that no matter what she says, someone will still see her as responsible. If Amy follows through on her threat, Holly could face a much bigger problem than just one emotional confrontation. That possibility may be what pushes her into panic. Tate may enter the conversation trying to comfort her, but Holly may not be ready for comfort. She may only hear pressure. She may only feel cornered. And that creates the kind of relationship tension Days of Our Lives often uses so well. One character tries to help, while the other is too hurt to receive it. The question is whether Tate can understand that Holly's anger is really coming from fear, or whether this blow-up creates a deeper crack between them. Meanwhile, another young Salem resident is also making a risky emotional move. Ari Horton turns to Liam Selejko for support, and that decision could bring its own complications. Ari is dealing with complicated feelings connected to Sophia's fate. The source suggests she may confide in Liam and receive compassion from him. On the surface, that sounds like a simple moment of comfort, but in Salem, comfort is rarely simple. The risk comes from Gabi Hernandez. Gabi is firmly against Ari and Liam getting involved, so Ari leaning on him is not just an emotional choice, it is a gamble. Ari may feel like Liam understands something she cannot easily say to others. But growing closer to him means risking Gabi's anger. That creates a quiet mother-daughter pressure point. Ari may need someone to listen. Gabi may believe she is protecting her. Both things can be true at the same time. And that is why this Days of Our Lives update has more emotional weight than it may first appear. Ari is not just reaching for support, she is making a choice that could test boundaries at home. Still, compared to Holly's situation, Ari's move feels more like a slow-burn conflict. Holly's world is already on fire. Amy's accusation, the cyberbullying threat, and Holly's blow-up at Tate all point to a young woman who feels trapped by consequences she may not know how to handle. That is the main emotional storm of Tuesday's episode. Holly is trying to survive the fallout, but every conversation seems to pull her deeper into it. And while Holly faces pressure from Amy and tension with Tate, other Salem stories continue to move in the background. Brady Black and Sarah Horton will find a private moment of comfort together. The spoiler says they will use each other as an escape from their problems, while chaos keeps erupting in Salem. That wording matters. This does not sound like a grand solution. It sounds like a pause, a temporary shelter. Brady and Sarah may not be able to fix everything around them, but for one moment, they can offer each other relief. In Salem, those quiet moments can be just as important as the explosive ones. They remind viewers that characters are not only reacting to secrets, threats, and schemes. Sometimes they are simply trying to make it through the day, but even comfort can carry tension. When two people lean on each other during emotional chaos, it can raise questions about what that connection means and where it might lead. For now, the source only gives us a private moment of comfort, so the drama stays there, but it still adds another emotional layer to the episode. While Holly struggles with fear and anger, Philip Kiriakis appears to be moving forward with something much more strategic. Philip has already gotten the truth from Ivan Marais about Vivian Alamain's forged divorce papers. That is a major development for Gabi Hernandez, because those papers are tied to her claim involving Stefan DiMera's inheritance. Now, Day's spoilers say Philip will continue stepping up for Gabi. It sounds like he may have a signed confession to give her, something that could support her position as she goes after Stefan's inheritance. This is not the loudest emotional story of the episode, but it matters. For Gabi, proof is power. She does not just need suspicion, she needs something solid. If Philip can provide a signed confession, then Gabi's fight becomes stronger. And Philip's role is important too. He is not just watching from the sidelines, he is actively helping Gabi. That gives their storyline a sense of movement. It also shows how one piece of truth can shift the balance in a Salem battle. Vivian's forged divorce papers are not just paperwork. They represent deception. They affect money, family power, and the future of Stefan's inheritance. So when Philip brings more good news, it could push Gabi closer to the leverage she needs. Still, the source does not confirm exactly how far this will go on Tuesday. It only suggests that Philip may have that signed confession ready to pass along. So the best way to read this spoiler is as a step forward, not a final victory. That is important because Days of Our Lives spoilers often build momentum before the real fallout lands. Gabi may gain support, but the larger inheritance fight may still have more turns ahead. Then the episode shifts into a more personal, emotional space with Belle Black and Marlena Evans. Marlena will help Belle work through some of her issues, and that kind of scene fits their relationship naturally. Belle is facing emotional confusion, and Marlena brings the calm, steady guidance she is known for. The source leaves some uncertainty about what Belle's main concern will be. It could involve E.J. DiMera and the lies connected to Lexi Carver. Or it could involve Belle's jealousy over Sean Brady moving in with Jada Hunter. Either way, Belle is clearly carrying something heavy enough that she needs Marlena's advice. This is where the spoiler tone needs to stay careful. We do not know exactly which issue will take center stage in their conversation, but both possibilities point to the same emotional truth. Belle is unsettled. If it involves EJ, then Belle may be dealing with the frustration and emotional fallout of lies. EJ's connection to Lexi Carver's story has created questions, and Belle may need help sorting through what she feels and what she should do next. If it involves Sean and Jada, then the pain is more personal. Jealousy can be hard to admit, especially when old feelings and complicated history are involved. Sean moving in with Jada could stir emotions Belle did not expect or does not want to face. That is why Marlena's presence matters. She does not need to create drama to be important. She helps characters slow down long enough to understand themselves. For Belle, that may be exactly what she needs. Days spoilers say Belle will appreciate Marlena's little therapy session. That suggests the conversation will bring comfort, clarity, or at least a moment where Belle feels heard. And in an episode filled with pressure, that matters. Holly is not feeling heard by Amy. Tate may struggle to reach Holly. Ari is turning to Liam because she needs support. Brady and Sarah are using each other as an escape. Gabi may need Philip's proof to strengthen her fight. Belle needs Marlena to help her process what is happening inside her heart. That is the emotional pattern of this episode. Everyone is looking for support, but not everyone is finding it in a safe or simple way. Holly's situation remains the strongest emotional hook because her fear is immediate. Amy's anger is not fading. The cyberbullying threat hangs over her. And Tate may become the person caught in the middle of Holly's panic. This could be a turning point for Holly and Tate, not because their relationship is suddenly over, but because pressure reveals where the weak spots are. Tate wants to stand beside her. Holly may not know how to let him, and if she pushes him away too hard, the damage may last longer than the argument. Ari's choice to lean on Liam also has consequences waiting underneath it. Gabi's disapproval means Ari is not just seeking comfort, she is stepping closer to conflict at home. That kind of quiet rebellion can grow fast in Salem, especially when emotions are already high. For Gabi, Philip's update may give her something more practical to focus on. While other characters are drowning in feelings, Gabi may be preparing for a fight with evidence in hand. But even that storyline comes from betrayal. Forged divorce papers, inheritance questions, and Vivian's deception all keep the theme of trust alive. And Belle's talk with Marlena brings the episode back to emotional honesty. Belle may be dealing with jealousy, lies, or both, but Marlena's advice gives her a chance to breathe before reacting. That is what makes this Tuesday's DOOL spoilers feel connected. Salem is full of people reacting under pressure. Some reach for comfort, some reach for proof, some lash out, some gamble with their hearts. But Holly's blow-up may be the moment viewers remember most. Because when fear turns into anger, even love can become a target. So now the big question is this: will Tate be able to stand by Holly after she lashes out? Or will Amy's threat push Holly into damaging the one relationship she needs most? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for daily Days of Our Lives spoilers, DOOL recaps, and Peacock Days of Our Lives updates.